2 for your recorded videos. I hope everything is going well. I should probably be on a plane on my way back when you're watching this, so do some extra stretching for me. Let's get started. We'll start today at child's pose. So coming to sit back on those heels, take the legs out wide, knees to the edges of your mat. We'll reach those arms up tall, reaching for the sky. And as we exhale, we'll start to soften the torso down towards the earth. Let the third eye reach for the floor. Take that nice big inhale through the nose. And that very gentle exhale through the nose. Bringing all of your attention into the third eye. And starting to soften the thoughts from the day. Reaching the arms out just a little bit longer. You could rock the head a little bit from side to side if you want to, or rock the hips a little bit, staying down in that child's pose, making any movements that feel good. Focusing on the breath, we'll try to start to draw the breath towards the back of the heart, opening the chakras from the back side. Inhaling, filling the rib cage. Exhaling, sinking those hips a little bit closer towards the earth. Breathing in and out. And with that next inhale, let's start to walk those hands back. We'll tuck the chin as we come up and pick up those knees, rounding through the upper spine. Reaching up towards the sky, inhaling through the nose. And as we exhale, we'll reach over and pick up that right elbow, tucking the chin a little bit, stretching out the arm, breathing. Exhaling, we'll release back up to the center and we'll reach over, pick up that left elbow with the right hand, stretching things out. Long breath. Inhaling back up towards the sky. And as we exhale, we'll bring those hands into the heart. Little baby gentle twist to start. We'll take that right hand behind. You can reach out for the thigh or over for the hip. Lift the heart up and bring that right shoulder back a tiny little bit. Inhaling, heart lifts. Exhaling. Releasing through the center. We'll reach back up for the sky. Hands through the heart. The left hand falls back, reach over for the thigh or the hip. Open that heart up, breathe. One more breath, inhaling through the nose. And with the exhale, we'll unwind, headed back to the center, arms up. And with the exhale, we'll bring those hands into the heart. Tipping forward, we'll head into the tabletop. Walk those knees back, under the hips, hands under the shoulders. Wiggle the hips a little bit from side to side. And let's spread out the fingers and lift the gaze and lift the tailbone. We'll drop the right ear to the right arm, stretching out the neck. Tucking the chin, we're going to round up into the cat. Inhaling left ear to left arm, coming back up and around to your cow. And then exhale, take it around again. So rolling through, cat and cow, moving the head as you go. Last time around. And then let's swing it the other way. Change the direction of the roll. Inhaling and exhaling as you go. One more time around. And then we'll take it back up into that cow. And as we exhale, we'll tuck the chin and round the spine into the cat. Walking those hands back to the knees, we'll sweep the arms up overhead, reaching for the sky. Dropping the hands into the heart, we'll take that itty bitty back bend. Inhale right back up to the top. And as we exhale, we'll fall down into the table. Inhaling, gaze back up into the cow. Tuck that chin, round into the cat. Inhaling, cow. Elbows in, lower down, chaturanga. Hover and inhale, press it right back up into the cow. Exhaling, round to cat. Tuck those toes, lift those hips. Make your way up to that downward facing dog. Pedaling out the feet. Coming up and down on the toes a couple of times. Shaking the head out a little bit. Breathing. Coming back into the center. Let's walk those hands back to the toes and find that forward fold. Pick up that opposite wrist or elbow. Hanging down, we'll rock a little bit from side to side. Maybe you'll pick the elbows up a little bit. Or maybe you'd like to bring the fingertips down and take a little walk around from side to side, up to you. Releasing the head. And then let's make our way back to the center. Inhaling, we'll start to roll all the way up to stand, lifting those quads off of the knees. We'll reach up tall. And on the exhale, let's find that first little back bend. Right back up to the sky. Flat back, come on down, forward fold. Inhale, take it up halfway. Exhale down, forward fold. Inhaling up halfway, nice flat back. Exhale down, forward fold. Last one, up halfway, nice flat back. Look to the top of the mat and let's walk it out to the plank. Holding in the plank, draw the heels to the back of the mat. Lift up in between those shoulder blades. Breathe. See if you can pick the fingertips up and spread the hands out just a little bit more. With the exhale, down to the knees we go. Inhale, up to the cow. Elbows in, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Over toes, down dog. Pedaling out the feet now. Up and down to the toes. And then on the inhale, taking the gaze forward. Walking, stepping, hopping. Make your way to the top. Up halfway, nice flat back. And down you are to bow. Back to the sky, mountain, Tadasana. Little lean back on Uttanasana. Reach up tall. Flat back, we're coming down, bow. Up halfway. Bending the knees, plant those hands. Let's step, hop, or float to the back. Dropping to those knees or not, elbows in, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Over toes, take it back. Inhaling softly. Exhaling softly. Floating that right foot up towards the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip, roll that ankle around. Shake out the leg. Let's take the right knee outside of the right arm and head back up towards the sky. Right knee outside of right arm and up towards the sky. Last one, right knee outside of right arm. Let's pivot to the outside. So outside of the back foot, right foot to the center of the mat or all the way back for your side plank. Hips up away from the mat. Breathe. Inhaling softly. Exhaling. Watch that top shoulder. Try not to crowd the ear. And then let's pivot forward. Plank pose. Elbows in. Chaturanga. Up dog. Over toes. We're headed back. Downward facing dog. Pedaling out the feet. Shaking out those hips. Let's float that left foot up towards the sky. Bending the knee. Open the hip. Roll the ankle a bit. Shake out the leg. And here we go. Left knee outside of left arm. Back up to the sky. Left knee outside of left arm. Right back up towards the sky. Last one. Outside of that left arm. And then we'll just step that left foot to the middle of our mat. Rolling to the outside edge of the back foot. Or floating that left foot back. Maybe feet are stacked. Maybe they're flying. Hips up a little bit higher. Breathe in and out through the nose. Find your breath. Exhale, pivot forward, plank. Elbows in, chaturanga. Up dog. Over toes, downward facing dog. Pedaling out the feet, shaking out those hips, heading up and down on the toes. On the inhale, coming up to the toes, looking forward, let's step, hop, walk. Inhale it up halfway, and right back down to bow. Sweeping up towards the sky, mountain, Tadasana. Little baby back bend. Inhale to the top. Flat back, come on down, bow. Up halfway. Bending the knees, plant those hands. Let's step, hop, walk to the back. Lower to chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Over toes. Down dog. That right foot now heads up towards the sky. Bending the knee, will open the hip. Flex that foot, spread those toes. Right foot coming forward to the top. Inhale, float it up. Crescent lunge. Lifting up through that back knee. Draw the back heel towards the earth. Squeezing those inner thighs towards that imaginary center line. Reach up tall. Inhale. Dropping the hands out wide. Warrior two. Sitting down in the warrior two. Watch the alignment of the feet. Right heel in line with that back arch. Lifting the heart up. Breathe. Reverse. Peaceful warrior. Stretch out that right rib cage. And then all the way down to the mat. Vinyasa. Right foot back. Lower to chaturanga. Inhale. Meet back at down dog. Taking a breath. Full inhale through the nose. Gentle exhale to release the heat. Left foot now heading towards the sky. Bending the knee, will open that hip. Flex the foot, spread those toes. Left foot coming forward to the top. Draw that back heel towards the earth. Lift the root walk. Stand it up. Inhaling, lengthen, reach for the sky. Breathing. Heart lifts up. Come a little lower in the lunge. Draw that back heel down. You got it. Inhale up. And then exhale wide. Warrior two. Step that back foot back. Let the front knee come forward. Reach the arms away from each other. Breathe. Inhaling through nose. Exhaling to lower. Reach up, reverse. Stretch out that left rib cage. And exhale down to the mat. Left foot comes back. Lower to chaturanga. Inhale through up dog. Over toes, you're back to down dog. Taking a full breath. Inhaling softly. Exhaling. Breathing in through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. On the inhale, we'll take our gaze forward, coming up to the toes. On the exhale, walking, stepping, flying up towards the top. Inhaling, head it up halfway, and exhale down to bow. Bending those knees, we'll drop the hips down and peel the torso up into the chair. Sinking the shoulders down, leaning the chest back a tiny little bit. Maybe letting the toes float up away from the earth. Finding the inhale and finding the exhale. Breathing. Inhaling, let's stand up tall. Exhale, take it through to bow. Lifting up halfway. Bending the knees, plant those hands. Let's step, hop, or fly to the back. Lower down to chaturanga. Up dog. Over toes. Heading back to the downward facing dog. Finding an inhale. And releasing any heat with the exhale. Breathing in and out through the nose. On the inhale, the right foot is going to head up towards the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip, flex that foot, spread those toes. We'll take the right foot forward to the top. Windmill that left hand back and around, head down. Warrior two. Stretch those arms out nice and long. Breathe. Sit a little lower in the lunge. Take a look at the back foot. Turn those toes in a little more than the heel and see if you're leaning a little bit forward past those hips. Maybe you got to come back a tiny bit, or maybe you're leaning a little further back. You're going to move right over the hips. Breathing. exhale, we're gonna take the back hand, sweep, and take a baby step up to warrior one. Bringing that left hip with us, facing forward. Heart lifts up, reach for the sky, breathe. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling, long breath. Let's release the hands down to the heart. Drop the torso over the thigh and we'll pick up that back foot for warrior three. Turn that left hip down to the mat. Find your breath. Inhaling softly. Exhaling, pick the back foot up a little bit. And then we'll start to bend that right knee. Plant those hands, step back. Low lunge, lift the heart up. Find the breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. When you're ready, let's plant those hands. Slide the right foot back. Take your vinyasa. Lower to chaturanga. Lift the heart. Roll over. Down dog. Take a little pedal of the feet. Head up and down on the toes. A tiny little bit. Shake out anything that feels tight. And let's take that left foot up towards the sky. Bend the knee. We'll open the hip. Flex the foot. Spread those toes. Let's take that left foot forward, up to the top. Windmill the right hand around, plant the back foot, take it up and over, settling down to warrior two. Stretch the arms away, gaze out over that front middle finger, draw the arms back and open the heart. Inhaling, heart lifts up. Exhale, sit it down, just a tiny little bit more. Breathing, low in the lunge, inhaling. With the exhale, let's take the back hand, sweep it up forward. Little baby step up with that back foot, warrior one. Right hip starts to move forward. Draw it towards the top of your mat and then reach up for the sky. Breathing in and out. Pressing through the outside edge of the back foot, bringing that front knee forward right over the ankle. Breathing. And with the exhale, hands in. We'll drop the torso over the thigh, pick up the back foot, warrior three. Take that right hip, turn it down towards the mat. Lengthen the crown of the head, breathe. Inhaling, flex or point that back foot. Exhaling, fix the drishti. Beginning to bend that left knee, step it back. Low lunge, lift the heart, check in with the breath. Inhale through the nose, exhaling. Planting those hands, let's flow. Left foot heads to the back, elbows go in, chaturanga. Up dog, over toes, take it on back, downward facing dog. Pedal out those feet, shake out the hips, take it up and down on the toes a few times. Breathing. With the inhale, let's take the gaze forward. On the exhale, walking, stepping, hopping, make your way to the top. Lift it up halfway and down to bow. Bend the knees. Let's stay low in the lunge. Reach those arms out long. Hands to the heart. Left elbow to the right thigh. We're not going to hold here. We're going to release back out to the center. Exhale, right elbow to the left thigh. Right back out to the center. Inhale, lift it up, chair, Utkatasana. Find your breath, hands to heart. Take that right foot, step it back, reverse. Peaceful warrior. Exhale, right back up to the top. Chair, Utkatasana. Hands in, left foot heads back, reverse. Peaceful warriors. Right back up to the top we go, chair. Find your breath, and let's flow. Hands down, inhale up halfway. Plant those hands, step, hop, fly. Lower to chaturanga. Up dog, take it on back. Downward facing dog. Pedal out those feet. Take a breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, releasing any heat out of the system. Let's take that right foot up towards the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip, flex that foot, spread the toes. Right foot heads forward, up to the top. Windmill around, come into your warrior two. Sit it down low, breathe. Check the back toes, lift the heart, With the inhale, reach up, reverse, peaceful warriors. With the exhale, let's come down, side angle. Lift up, stretch for the sky. Maybe you're gonna reach down for the earth, press through that outside edge of that back leg. Breathe. With the inhale, let's start to straighten up that right leg. So maybe you'll take a couple little up and downs, and then we'll open that right leg up for the triangle, Trikonasana. Find your breath. Torso leans back. See if you can peek down and see if you have that nice flat rib cage. Breathing. Watch the head from hanging. Stretch it way out long. And with the exhale, let's pivot forward. So we're bringing that left hand down. Maybe a baby step in. Maybe you need your block. Let's fall forward into the pyramid. Head is heavy. Shift the weight forward into that right big toe. Even out those hips in space. Breathe. Inhaling through nose. Exhaling through the nose. On the inhale, we're going to walk the right hand forward and launch off for half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Lifting up, float the gaze up, stretch the crown of the head out long, breathe. Inhaling softly, exhaling softly. Reaching that back foot forward. So we're going to bend the right knee, step the left foot to meet the right, and head up to the chair. Lifting the heart, finding your breath, sit down. Hands through, let's forward fold. Up halfway, bending those knees, plant those hands, step, hop, walk to the back. Elbows through to chaturanga. Up dog, over toes, downward facing dog. Finding a breath, pedaling out your feet, shaking things out. And then let's just take the knees out wide to the edges of our mat. Walk those hands back, shake out those arms. Take the right hand behind you and let's lift up and over with the left. Swinging through the center, right hand up and over. Come back and forth a few times. Even yourself out. And then when you're ready, come back to the center. Give those wrists a little roll, a little shake. And let's head back up. Down dog. Plant those hands. Take a little hop up. Pedal out the feet. Reset your down dog. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Float the left leg up towards the sky. Bend that knee, open the hip, flex the foot, spread the toes. Left foot takes a big step up to the top of your mat. Plant the back foot, toes turned out. Windmill it up, warrior two. Sitting down, tailbone down. Adjust that front knee, right? It's probably gonna tip in. We're gonna pull it back towards that pinky toe side of the foot. Sit it down, reach the arms away from each other. Breathe. With the inhale, stretch up tall. And with the exhale, coming down to side angle. So you can adjust the foot. Sometimes I like to wiggle my back foot in a tiny little bit. Reach up for the sky. Maybe reach for your block or the mat. Open the heart. Inhaling, exhaling. So in this position, I'm going to take the weight off my front leg and send it to my back foot, releasing that tightness in the front leg. And then let's just start to straighten up that left leg and bring it back down. Maybe 2 or 3, open it up. And then let's open, nice straight left leg, and open up for the triangle using your block. You can come all the way up on that shin or even onto the thigh. So wherever you need to work today, work on that nice flat rib cage. Breathe. With the exhale, let's drop the right hand. Take a baby step in. So we want to find about 3 feet in between the feet. Coming up and then exhaling down to the pyramid. Head is heavy. Weight is forward into that left big toe. Using your block if you need to. We'd rather get the nice straight front leg. Breathing in and out. Don't forget the belly here. Hug it in. And then with an inhale, let's come up, nice flat back. Walking that left hand out, let's take it up, half moon. Ardha Chandrasana. Watch the front arm, pull it into place. Lift that right hip up towards the sky. Breathe. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. Flex or point the back foot, and here we go. We'll start to bend the left knee, bring the right foot to meet the left foot, sweep the arms up overhead, chair, Utkatasana. Sitting down, tailbone down, pinkies rolling towards the center. Inhaling. With the exhale, let's flow, forward fold. Peek up, halfway. Bend the knees, plant those hands, step, hop, or walk to the back. Lower to chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Over toes, we'll meet it down dog. Taking your time to get there. Pedal out the feet. Release any tension. And then we'll start to soften those heels towards the earth. Wrap the armpits in towards the face. Spread the fingers a little bit wider. Breathe. On the inhale, let's take the gaze up. On the exhale, walking, stepping, flying to the top. Up halfway we go, and down to bow. Bending the knees, we'll drop those hips down and start to peel that torso up. Chair, Utkatasana. Hands into heart, step back right away. Reverse, peaceful warrior, stretch out. And then we're gonna windmill that right hand all the way down to the mat. Finding our revolved half moon, Parivrita, Ardha Chandrasana. Lift up the back leg, stretch that left hand towards the sky. Breathe. Inhaling, spread out those left toes. Exhaling. Start to bend the left knee and bring the right foot to meet the left. Peel the torso back up to the chair, Utkatasana. Stop. If you're leaning a little bit forward, start to bring the torso up, up, up. When you're ready, let's try the other side. Hands in, left foot steps back. Up we go. Reverse. Inhaling. With the exhale, let's windmill it around. Left hand now coming around. Use your block for that left hand. Pick up the back foot, lift it up, flex or point the foot, and then see what space you have with the right arm, right? Open up in that upper back, lift it up, breathe. Spread out the right toes, finding your balance. Open the heart a little bit, and let's bend that right knee. Left foot meets the right. Peel the torso back up to the sky. Chair, Utkatasana. Inhaling, and with the exhale, let's bring those hands in. We'll start to lower, lower, lower. Maybe you can come into a little baby toe stand. Lift the heart up. Breathe. Inhaling through the nose. And with the exhale, let's lower ourselves all the way down to the mat. We'll bring the soles of the feet together. Maybe you'll take a little side to side, opening up the hip. And then with the inhale, let's sweep up towards the sky. Exhaling through the heart. Inhaling, reaching up tall. Exhaling, diving forward. Take the outside edges of the feet. Fall in for the forward fold. Let the head be heavy. Check in with the belly button. Hug the belly button in and up, activating Uddiyana Bandha. Breathing in and out through the nose. Lengthen that crown of the head. Breathe. See if you can start to draw the breath behind the heart. Slowing those inhales. Releasing the heat with the exhales. With the inhale, we'll slowly start to roll up. And with the exhale, let's let those legs go out long, maybe give them a little walk. And we'll start to tuck that right foot in. So inside of the thigh, I know some of us started to work on that half lotus, so if you want to, we can start to peel that right foot up into the hip crease, but no hurry to do so. We can keep it there on the left thigh. So wherever you want to practice, let's reach up towards the sky. And with the exhale, take it forward. Head is heavy. Lengthen the crown of the head towards the big toes. Reach the torso out nice and long. Make sure both sit bones are still on the ground. And bring all of the breath through that back of that left leg. Releasing any tension on the hamstring. Just breathing. And then we'll walk our way out. Release that right foot. We'll tuck that left foot in. Again, into the thigh or up into that hip crease. It's up to you. Settle the sit bones and take an inhale up. With the exhale, soften down onto that right leg. Releasing the head. Maybe you can worry about adjusting the shoulders a little bit. Bring that right shoulder up a tiny little bit. All of the breath, softening that hamstring through the back of the leg. Breathing in and out. And when you're ready, let's walk up. Release that left leg. Walk those legs out. Maybe you want to give them a little hammer. And then we'll start to fold the feet up. Walking the heels back towards the hips. We'll reach those arms out nice and long. And let's slowly lower ourselves down to the mat. Hugging the knees into the chest when you get there. We'll take a little rock on the lower back. And then bringing those feet right back down. Hips width distance apart. Walk the shoulders under a tiny little bit. Plant the hands on the mat next to you and lift those hips up towards the sky. Find your bridge. Shifting the weight forward all of the time. Taking the shoulders under as much as you can. And then softening the chin away from the chest. Hips up even higher. Breathing in and out through the nose. Find your breath here. Softening and slowing down. With the exhale, let's lower down. Stretch the legs out long. Stretch those arms up overhead. Find that full body stretch. And then start to hug those knees into the chest. Release the lower back however you need to. And let's plant those feet to the outside edges of our mat. Windshield wiper the knees a little bit from side to side and release those arms out to cactus arms. Keeping the feet where they are, we're just going to drop the knees out over to the right and take the gaze out over to the left. You can hold here. If you feel like you have a lot more space to go in the twist, just pick up that right foot, put it on top of the left leg and draw it down just a little bit more. Up to you. Find the breath. Begin to soften the eyes. Inhaling and exhaling gently through the nose. And let's release back towards the center. Walk the feet back out, mats with distance apart, windshield wiper. And then we'll drop those knees to the left and bring the gaze out to the right. Once again, you can make that little adjustment, pick up the left foot, or not, it doesn't matter. Softening in towards the earth. Finding your breath, slowing the heart rate. Inhale through nose and exhale through the nose. Releasing back to the center, hug those knees back in, wrap the arms around the shins. Let's float the forehead up to the knees. And as we release, we'll settle ourselves out to Shavasana, letting the legs go long, walking the arms away from the body, taking a nice big inhale through the nose, drawing the breath all the way down to the big toes. With the exhale, drawing your attention into the third eye. Feel the feet soften, the hips sink towards the earth. Rib cage melts around the heart, and the entire face begins to relax. The tongue softens away from the roof of the mouth, and the third eye begins to expand. In that third eye space, we give ourselves just a few seconds to create an intention, a hope, a wish, a dream we keep buried inside. And whenever we're ready, we'll let the breath go. Let the body float away. Let the mind release. With a gentle inhale, we'll begin to draw the breath back in towards the body. With the exhale, we'll soften the head gently from side to side. Beginning to wiggle some fingers and toes. Starting to roll some wrists and ankles. Stretching the arms overhead, point the toes, find that full body stretch. And with the exhale, hug those knees into the chest. Wrap the arms around the shins and take a little rock from side to side, releasing that lower back. And when you're ready, let's just tip over to the right or the left, whichever side suits you today. Taking a breath on the side, beginning to re-enter the space. And with your next inhale, we'll make our way back to a nice comfortable seat. Eyes remain soft. The chin tucks down just a tiny little bit, activating Jalandhara Bandha. Root the sit bones into the earth. Reach the arms out wide to gather up that little piece of yogic magic just for you, stretching the palms towards the sky, and exhale down through the heart chakra. Taking a nice big breath, inhaling through the nose, and with the exhale, releasing anything you choose to leave behind today. The light in me sees and connects to the light in you. Have a beautiful rest of the week. I'll see you next week. Namaste.